Oh, these are so much harder to get with nails on. When I went back home to Vegas, my mom got me addicted to these. If you know, you know. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zamora Love, and it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Welcome. It's almost Friday. Your week's almost over. I'm proud of you. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this book. You've made a fool out of death with your beauty. Now, if you have not gotten a chance to enjoy it, I'm about to spoil it for you, honey. All the tea is about to come to the light. I already did the look on Tuesday. If you did not get a chance to see that, go watch that with a very general review. No spoilers in that. But baby, I told y'all, I gave y'all a heads up. We're giving spoilers. We are doing spoilers. There will be spoilers in this video. Spoilers ahead. Do not continue if you don't like spoilers. Spoilers. Sorry, I just had to make that a point because I don't want to hear no craziness in the comments. I don't want to hear nobody talk about, so why did you spoil the book for me? I'm literally letting you know this is meant for people who like spoilers. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go grab my bottle of wine so I can pour a glass, and we're gonna spill the tea on what happened in You've Made a Fool Out of Death with Your Beauty by Akwaeke Emezi. So sorry if I butchered that name. I know I did. And this is so much harder to do with nails on, especially these long ass ones. Make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fabulous things. I appreciate you. I'm just a simple, small town gal trying to make it in a big, big world. I am a Chicago drag queen here, just living my best life. I love makeup and I love book reviews. I love books, so why not do book reviews? Today we are drinking on I think this is just a cab. Oh no, this is a blend. It is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Zinfandel. 60% Cabernet Sauvignon, 40% Zinfandel. Cooper's Hop. Love them. Let's get into why we're all here, ladies and gentlemen. The tea on what happened in this book. Shall we? All right, so right away we start off clapping cheeks. Yes, honey, you heard it here first. We are clapping cheeks straight from the jump. We are introduced right away to our main character, Faye, who is a widowed, late 20-year-old woman who is trying to get back out there, trying to experiment, trying to explore the world again. And she finds herself at this rooftop party with her best friend, Joy. And she sees a man, girl. She sees a fine chocolate man, and she goes and she hooks up with him in the bathroom, not even knowing who he is. But then she ends up finding out later on. It's supposed to be just like a little fun little fling. It ends up being like kind of like a friends with benefits, kind of like, oh, I could tell you wanted more because this thing is good, honey. This, you like all this good. We find out that the man's name is Milan. And Milan he's doing it for now. He's doing it for Faye. Faye's enjoying the ride. She's not mad, She's getting back on the horse and she is riding it. Literally. When I say it's descriptive, it's hot tea. It is, whew. I was like, okay, here we go. This is my kind of book. Right after that, we basically are going through this phase of Faye and Joy basically talking about their relationships. Joy dealing with the married woman who don't really got time for her. She be acting shady, wishy-washy. And Faye's just, you know, trying to get back out there. And I guess her and Milan are a thing now. Well, she ends up going to another event. And while she's there, Milan's there with his boys. And, you know, there's another boy who ends up just grabbing her eye a little bit. And his name is Nazir. And so, basically, you know, Faye being Faye, she wanted a little piece of Nazir. So what she ends up doing is basically having Milan give her the green light to come over and chill. And when she comes over there to chill, she gets introduced to Nazir and immediately sparks her flying. But it's kind of like a little friendship, if you will. It's not necessarily, you know, right away. It's just like, okay, hi, it's nice to meet you, yada, 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 playing it cool. And then it blossoms. Wine break. Ooh. So her and Nazir kind of hit it off. They're vibing or whatever. They start talking. She tells him about things she's into. He's telling her about what he's into. The vibe is right. The connection is there. Next thing you know, them digits is exchanged. And Nazir thinks he's gonna start clapping for cheeks. But he's not, because like I said originally, a friendship is kind of like developed. So it's like, they're cool. So the vibe is right. They just want to get to know each other, go with the vibe. Of course, Nazir wants to be like that stereotypical Captain Save-A-Ho. And he wants to put Faye on. He comes from a more well-off family. And his father happens to be very good friends with a art connoisseur. I don't know. Somebody who is really a main big person who throws all of those art shows. I can't think of what the word is right now, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so with Faye being an artist, he thinks what better way for him to get into them cheeks than to put her on. So he tries to put her on. He explains that he's doing it as a friend. It's not just necessarily so he can start clapping. It's because he wants to see his friends thrive and be great. And he does it all the time. Apparently, let him say it, he invites his friends to private islands or tropical, you know, getaways or whatever. He just does that because he got it like that. Okay, Mr. Nazir, if you got it like that, send some of that this way. So Nazir and Faye are just friends, but they end up going on this trip to Nazir's homeland of, I think it was Jamaica, I can't remember. It was one of the islands in that area. Damn, I can't remember. I think it was Jamaica. Anyway, they end up going, and as soon as they go, Faye's just swept up in all of it, okay? It's giving City Girls up 1,000 points, okay? She's going on this gorgeous trip. She's living her best life. And it's for free. And she's getting put on for her art. So baby is in her bag and she is winning and she ain't mad about a thing. She ain't mad about a thing. I don't know why I'm like this. Anyway, Faye and Nazir have this understanding that we're cool, we're seeing where this goes. We ain't clapping yet though, which is a different approach from what we got with her experience with Milan first. Their first encounter was clapping cheeks, baby. You know, she get to the get. But this time she's taking it in a different approach. And I'm not mad about that at all. But Nazir is getting that little sexual frustration, and you can kind of pick up on that a little bit as you read along. So they go, they're at his family home. Well, one of his family homes. Well, they're at his father's home. His family home is down in the village. Father lives up in the rich people land because his father is a famous celebrity chef, which, okay, baby, why go for the milk when you could get the cow? I don't know. We find out that Nazir's father is a celebrity chef, and Faye just so happens to be 100% a fan. She knows exactly who it is. This is somebody that her and Joy have watched time and time again. She's low-key kind of crushed on him. So it's kind of just like, oh, okay. And so, of course, it's a little standoffish at first on her and Nazir's behalf, because they're just trying to, like, you know, see what it's gonna, like, what she's gonna give. But the father completely open to it. He is very kind, very accepting, very warm, and he's eccentric. He's not like the average man. He has his nails painted. He has more flamboyant clothes and more of a free way about him that isn't what his son is and what his son presents as. And Faye's interested. She can't keep her eyes off of him. She is wrapped up in it, caught up in it, and she is falling for the bait, baby. What is she giving? She's giving in. Oh! How fucking rude. Anyway, so she begins to get to know the father. I can't remember what his name is right now, and I'm so mad about it. I'm not about to pick up the book and search for it, so sorry. You're just gonna have to deal. She gets to know him. She's starting to like him. It's this weird sexual tension that they have brewing. But she's Nazir's girl. So in her mind, she's kind of torn in this situation of, well, I know that I'm here with him. I know he likes me, but we're just friends. So, since we're just friends, I guess, you know, I can fuck his father. Girl, I swear, when I was reading this book, I was like, girl, Faye ain't shit. But by the end, I was like, you know what? Team Faye. Team Faye all day, babe. Anyway, Faye is fangirling, of course, because this is a celebrity chef she's seen all the time. She's getting to eat his food for the first time. It's everything, mind-blowing. And she gets, you know, a little nosy one day, and she starts walking into places she shouldn't be. And she ends up walking into a room that is basically a personal kitchen for the personal celebrity chef. And when she walks in, he just so happens to be in there making himself something to eat. And so what does she do? She pulls up a seat, pours up a drink, and she's like, cook for me, daddy. Verbatim. That's exactly what she said. No, it's not. Lou, stop. They have this very tense, just like sexually charged moment in the private kitchen. And that close, okay? Just like that close to risking it all, okay? And it's just like, wow, what's going on? And then next thing you know, they have a night. They're having a night out. There's not really a night out. They're a night out under the stars. They're in the backyard in his garden, and they're just having conversation, really getting to know each other. You might be thinking, where is Nazir while all of this is going on? Well, hello. This dummy decided, I'm gonna leave my girl with my fine, rich father, and I'm gonna go handle business and be gone for like a week while we're on vacation. Now, mind you, I forgot. They had an art exhibit. The art person is homeboy's best friend, the father. They're good friends. And she always wondered, why aren't you guys a thing? Well, because he didn't want her. Because Nazir's father is bisexual. And Faye is here for it, because Faye is a free spirit. She's one of those girls who, you know, she might dabble in the kitty, and, you know, she might lick of the lollipop. So she's not mad about it. Her best friend's a lesbian. And she gets it. It's 2023. Well, at this time, 2022. So, point is, she's caught up to the modern times. She's not judging the man. And she's still interested, and the passion is still passioning. That tense sexual frustration is brewing, and one thing leads to another, and he ends up kissing her under the stars. Poor Nazir. You done lost your girl to your father. She has brought a whole new meaning to "On My Way to Fuck Your Father." So now that they've kissed, at this point, there's nothing that they can do. It's nothing will keep them from clapping them cheeks, honey. And they don't necessarily dive into it right away, but baby, they want each other so bad. And you're kind of just like, damn, this is so messy, but you love it. And Faye ends up having a moment discussing it all with her best friend, Joy, way before this ends up happening. And she's just like letting Joy know. I think this is like a night one, letting Joy know. And Joy's just like, girl, you better go for it. But at the same time, Joy's like, girl, this is messy. But we love it. And she went for it. And now Nazir comes home to find out that he's lost his girl to his father. And it's crazy. He throws a fit. I mean, could you blame him though? Because this is the thing. Let's cut the shit. I hate when people try to do the whole, oh, we're dating, or we're talking, but we're not dating, but we're not a thing, we're just friends. But really and truly, you know what the business is. So like, you kind of want to be mad at Faye because you kind of feel like she led Nazir on. But then at the same time, you understand she really didn't. She was living her best life and she was doing her thing. And he just didn't want to get that through his head. Or he didn't want to pay attention to the signs, maybe. I don't know. They just needed better communication. They had great communication, but they didn't have great communication when it came to that. So he ends up throwing a fit, complete tantrum. He loses his cool. He's yelling, throwing stuff, trying to put her out. And it gets kind of crazy. It gets kind of messy. Unfortunately, the father isn't there at the time. But he does end up showing up while this is all going on. He handles his son. He makes sure that Faye is good. And, you know, he's everything that Faye needs because he's also gone through loss. Nazir's father lost his wife, and he understands what it means and what it feels like to not have someone who you thought you were spending the rest of your life with. So it's special for them to have that connection and that bond. And I completely understand why she fell for the father. With that being said, she still did my boy Nazir bogus, but it's all right. It's okay. We then basically are going through how are we going to make this work. She lives in New York. He lives in the islands. The family doesn't really like her that much because of what she did. But at the same time, the father is like, I'm all down for you, baby. You the one for me. You all I want. And she's just like, you right, daddy. I'm a stick beside him. It's so good. It is so good. Well, let's wrap this up because the glass of wine is gone. Alim. The father's name is Alim. Sorry, it finally clicked. I was like, girl, pull it together, girl. Nazir, basically, he gets over it. They end up having a conversation, and it's kind of like the closure that he needs, and they're gonna be cool or whatever. But at the end of the day, Nazir, you should have known what was up. You should have known. You literally got with her when she was with your friend. So you can't be mad that she got with your daddy. So they end up making a peace, and then everything is good. Alim and Faye ride off into the night. She goes to New York, he comes with, and to be determined, baby. To be determined. All right, you guys, so that has been our little spoiler of what happened in You've Made a Fool Out of Death with Your Beauty. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you read the book. And yeah, let me know if there's some books that you want spoiled or just reviewed. And, you know, maybe I'll do it on a Tuesday or a Thursday. We'll see. Maybe it'll be both. Oh, no, it will be both. If I do the book in general, it'll be on both. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all those lovely things. And there will be another video. So make sure that you click that and enjoy that spoiler as well. With that being said, we're out of here. It's 6:30 in the morning and I'm driving to McDonald's for, well, maybe I should Uber Eats it. I'm gonna Uber Eats it. I'm gonna Uber eat me some McDonald's breakfast because I didn't do it the last time. I'm doing it this time. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye.